The Allianz Arena was dressed for royalty on that warm evening in Munich. A trophy awaited, neighbors turned rivals prepared, and history weighed heavily on every boot. Portugal, the defending champions, stood across from Spain, the former holders. This wasn't just a match, it was a collision of nations, a duel of footballing philosophies, and a showcase of players who have already etched their names into the game's folklore. Cristiano Ronaldo, 40 years old and still chasing glory, carried Portugal's flag, while Spain's youthful brilliance, led by Pedri, Nico Williams, and Yamal, promised to define the future. 90 minutes would not be enough to tell this story. The game began with Spain's crisp, intricate passing against Portugal's direct counter-attacking threats. Early exchanges carried the weight of anticipation, each touch testing the nerves of champions. It was Pedri, sharp as ever, who nearly stole the show early with a chance carved by Williams' brilliance on the wing, a move that exposed Portugal's defense. Yet when Spain finally broke through, it wasn't their stars but Martin Zubimendi who delivered the opening blow. A deft flick from Oyarzabal sliced Portugal open, and Zubimendi pounced, sending Spain ahead and silencing a corner of Munich painted green and red. But Portugal are never broken by a single strike. They bend, they wait, and then they strike back. The equalizer came from the unlikeliest of sources. Nuno Mendes, usually a marauding left-back more known for running than finishing, unleashed a thunderbolt after a clever layoff from Ronaldo. Low, hard, unstoppable, he dragged Portugal back into the fight. The celebration was deafening, and yet Spain, true to their history, found an answer before the break. Another fluid sequence, another flash of brilliance, this time from Oyarzabal himself, whose audacious finish slipped past Costa and restored Spain's lead. At halftime, La Roja looked the sharper side. But matches like these are never decided in 45 minutes. The second half shifted again. Portugal, fueled by resolve and their talismanic leader, began to claw back. And when the moment arrived, it was inevitable. Across from the left, Mendes again at the heart of it, and there was Ronaldo, timeless, ruthless, inevitable. Goal number 138 for his nation, another chapter in a career that refuses to bow to time. He didn't just score, he restored belief. At 2-2, both sides traded punches, Pedri weaving magic, Bruno Fernandes testing Unai Simon, but neither could break the deadlock. As the whistle blew for extra time, exhaustion hung over the players, but ambition burned brighter. Extra time was a test of endurance. Portugal, brave in possession, found Mendes again surging forward, carving openings, and even creating moments that seemed destined to end in glory. Spain countered with Yamal's dazzling footwork, Isco's vision, and Nico Williams' relentless runs. But the final pass, the final shot, always missing by inches. When the whistle called an end to extra time, the fate of Iberia rested on the cruel lottery of penalties. The shootout was tense, every kick a gamble with destiny. Portugal struck first through Goncalo Ramos, ice cold down the middle. Spain's Mikel Merino answered, coolly sending Costa the wrong way. One by one, the takers stepped up, Vitinha, Bruno Fernandes, Mendes, all delivering for Portugal. Spain answered through Ruiz and Isco, but the pressure mounted. And when the moment came, it was Alvaro Morata, Spain's captain on the night, whose penalty faltered. Costa guessed right, the save erupted through Portuguese hearts, and the trophy tilted toward red and green. Ruben Neves, calm, unshaken, carried the final responsibility. With one swing of his boot, the Nations League was sealed. Portugal had done it again. From behind twice, they refused to yield, and in the end, their persistence was rewarded. Ronaldo, in tears, embraced his teammates, another medal added to a career already dripping with silverware, yet made sweeter by the fight it took to win it. Spain had played with beauty, with control, but penalties are cruel master. For Portugal, it was vindication. For Ronaldo, it was another reminder that age may slow legs, but it cannot dim greatness. And for the fans, it was a night of football that will be remembered not just for goals or tactics, but for its drama, its tension, and the way it captured everything we love about this sport. In Munich, neighbors collided, legends wrote another chapter, and Portugal rose again to the top of Europe. Documentary episode